Hi, welcome to my video on decay problems. Very similar to growth problems, only the base is 1 minus the rate. The decay problems have the base between 0 and 1, and the base is equal to 1 minus the rate. So let's find the base if the rate is 6%. So the base is 1 minus the rate, which is 1 minus 6%. 1 minus 0.06, and so it's 0.94 is the rate if we're using 6% in a decay problem. And the rate is 21%, so the base is again 1 minus the rate, and it's 1 minus 21%. And 21% is 0.21, and that gives 0.79 as the base. And 3 3/4%, the base is 1 minus the rate, so the base is 1 minus 4 3/4%. And 4 3/4, let's do 4. 3/4 is 3/4 of a dollar, so it's 0.75. So we change our percent to a decimal, which is 0.0475. So when we subtract there, we'll get 0.9525 as the base. And what I'm doing is using different percentages to illustrate how to convert a decimal to a percent. So the base is 1 minus the rate, so it's 1 minus 0.3%. So it's 1 subtract, so 0.3 is 0.003, and when we subtract, we get a 997, 0.997. So that's converting your percent to a decimal and subtracting from 1. Remember, growth is 1 plus the rate, the decay is 1 minus the rate. A decay equation is similar to a growth equation in doubling or decay. Y equals A, B, time is C or interval. So A is the initial amount, the base is 1 minus the rate, T is time, and C is the increment change in the values of the function that's occurring. So what happens when we have y equals a, 1 minus r, t over c? Notice the base is now changed to 1 minus r. So let's do number 1. Pause the video and see if you can work these out. We have 40 grams, so that's the initial value. We have a rate of 15%, and it's 15% a day, so C is 1. And find the amount that remains after. So the amount that remains after 3 days, so the time is 3. So the equation is y equals a, 1 minus r, t over c. So a is 40, 1 minus the rate, which is 15%, and the time is 3 divided by 1. So that's 40. 15% is 0.15. 3 divided by 1 is 3, so it's 40. And when we subtract, we get 0.85 raised to the third power. You convert that in your calculator, or place that in the calculator, you will get 24.565. We want it to the nearest gram, so the answer is 24.6 grams to the nearest tenth of a gram. And I just want to illustrate that on a graphing calculator. I want to do this equation here just to illustrate it. And here's the graphing calculator. We'll turn it on and clear it. So we'll have 40 and a bracket, and I'll put 0.85 or just 0.85 bracket, and this means the power. So that's exponent of 3, and we get, as you can see, 24.565, and that comes out to be 24.6. Okay, let's do some more. The more examples you see done, the better it is. So here we go. Number 2, the water level in the dam drops 1.4% every 2 days. If the dam has 23 meters of water, how high is the water level after 27 days? And we want it to the nearest tenth of a meter. So again, we have the formula as y equals A, and it's a drop, so that's a decay. So that's a 1 minus the rate, and T over C. So let's see, we have 1.4%, so that's the rate, every 2 days, so that's the C is 2, so every 2 days. If the dam has 28 meters of water, sorry, so the dam has 28 meters, and how high is the water level after 27 days, so T is 27. So the equation, A is 28 meters, 1 minus the rate, which is 1.40%, and T time is 27, and increment change is 2. So we have 28, and let's change our percent to a decimal. So it's 0.014. 27 divided by 2 is 13.5. So we have 28. And when we subtract here, we get 0.986. And the power is 13.5. And again, when you enter that in the calculator, you get 23.147. And that's in meters, and we want it to the nearest tenth, so the answer is 23.1 meters. And you can know how to, I can put that into calculator. And let's do another one. 60 grams of radioactive substance decays at a rate of 12.25% every 6 years for 24 years. And we want to find the amount that remains, and I didn't write that down. Find the amount. It decays, find the amount after 24 years. Okay, here we go. So we have, again, the equation y equals A, and we have a decay, so it's 1 minus the rate, and it's T over C. And we have 60 grams, so A is 60. It decays at a rate of, the rate is 12.25% every 6 years, so C is 6, and the time is 24. So we sub that in our equation, y equals A is 60. The rate, 1 minus the rate, which is 12.25. And the time is 24 years, and it happens every 6 years. So 60, 1 subtract 12, 1/4 is 1/4 of a dollar, so it's 0.25%. And 24 divided by 6 is 4. Notice I changed the fraction to a decimal first. Now I'm going to change my percent. So move the decimal 2 places to the left. I get 0.1225 raised to the 4th power. And when I subtract, I get 0.8775 raised to the 4th power. Sub that in the calculator. Now I could sub this into the calculator to the 4th power, but if you change this to a decimal 8775, and when you sub that in your calculator, and you come up with 35.5745, and the answer, we want it to the nearest unit, so its nearest unit is 35 This is 5 or greater, so it's 36, and we have grams. Again, very similar. Just got to take your time and remember your formula. And one more to do. Number 4, again, pause the video, and don't forget to remember the formula for a car depreciates. Depreciates is decay. So decay is A. Depreciates is 1 minus the rate, and is T over C. So let's check. We have car is A is $30,000. The rate R is 16%. It's 16% every year. So C is 1. And the time is 4 years. So sub that in. And we have 30,000. 1 minus the 16%. T is 4. C is 1. So that's 30,000. And 16% is decimal 16. 4 divided by 1 is 4. So that's 30,000. And that's 0.84 raised to the 4th power. And plug that in your calculator, and you'll come up with 14,936.14. And we want the price to the nearest hundred. So the answer is to the nearest hundred. There's the hundreds. So it's 14,900. $14,900. And again, it's depreciation is decay, so it's 1 minus the rate. So that's some decay problems. Hopefully you understand. Hopefully you like the video, and it helps you understand the decay problems. And if you like my video, click the like button. If you're not a subscriber, click the subscribe button. Visit my math website, www.mathfullyexplained.com, to find more information about me, my videos, and the content. That's the content on my YouTube channel called Math Fully Explained. Thank you for viewing my video. Hope the videos help you. Bye-bye.